Black Hawk here. Today I have RX 588 gig in my testbed. This is a legendary GPU for mining. But before we concentrate on this GPU, I want to say another thing. I have noticed in the comments on my YouTube videos that people are asking more basic questions. Stuff like, for example, how do I apply memory timings? How do I apply overclocks? What program should I use for this and this GPU? And by the way, I want to thank every single one of you for watching my videos and commenting on my videos. And if you like the content I record, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel and help this channel out in this way. In the future I want to record more videos, and I want to divide those videos in more categories. So categories should be like, for example, beginner's guide, where I will talk about how to set up your mining rig, more basic stuff, stable overclocks, stable settings, nothing too extreme. So this will set you up for mining if you are a beginner. Next category would be hardware guide, where I will talk about which GPUs to buy for mining, which GPUs are good, which GPUs are not good, and stuff like that. And another category would be overclocking. This is of course my favorite category. In these kind of videos I will talk about the best possible overclocks and settings for your GPU. I will try to push GPUs to the max to see what is the highest hash rate possible on this GPU. Okay, let's concentrate now on today's video. So RX 588 gig. I am going to try different settings. I already tested it out, and I can say that all these settings works. So let's try it out now. I'm going to use TeamRedMiner version 0.80. This is new version, it just came out. I have it here, and next I'm going to use some memory timings. Let me show you. So I'm going to use RFC 156, RRD5 and REF30. So these are memory timings. And for overclocks, let's begin with eco mode. So this is power saving mode, which normally I don't use. Maybe in the summer, if it gets too hot and I can't control the temperature, I go to this eco mode, so it will reduce power consumption, and of course your GPU will run colder then. Okay, so now mining program needs to tune at the beginning. This will take something like 1 to 2 minutes before we reach stable hash rate, and in next attempts I will just fast forward this part. But for this first, let's just take a look at how things run. So now we are running an eco mode. Up here you can see power consumption. We usually want hash rate to stabilize before we check what the power consumption is, because it will change during the tuning. It is possible to achieve a little bit more hash with TeamRedMiner, but you need to install newer drivers, I think 20.9 or higher, otherwise it won't work. Then my GPU just crashed. Okay, my GPU just crashed in the first attempt, and now I lowered memory clock for 10 megahertz, and it seemed to be working okay now. We will just have to adjust this table where I have my results, but okay, let's just give it just a little bit more time for hash rate to stabilize. Then we will check what the hash rate is. what I was talking about. I was talking about that you need to have newer drivers if you want to squeeze something like 0.1 mega hash more in B tuning mode. So this new TeamRedMiner 0.8.0 has possibility to set B configuration mode, which will give you a little bit more hash rate and I think a little bit lower power consumption, but I didn't go for it because the difference is really small. So I think this is it now. We are getting 29.84 mega hash at, this is 105 or 106 watts. Power consumption is a little bit higher because of screen recording. In my first try it was power consumption of 102 watts, but I was having memory a bit higher, so let me correct this, and now we are getting 29.80. okay, strange thing is that I need to close mining program, reset GPU settings and apply new settings, otherwise overclocks just won't work. This is weird with RX 580, but I don't know, sometimes it's just like that. GPUs generally don't like changing settings during the mining because they are at 100, they are working at 100% and they are really not stable, so it is best to apply settings before you open your mining program. Okay, let me fast forward this and then we'll see what kind of hash rate we get. Okay, so hash rate now stabilized at 31.55. Power consumption is 135. You have to reduce that for 25, 20 for system and 5 for recording, so it is around 110. Let's see, in my table I have 31.65 and 110 power consumption for this normal mode. So also hash rate is 31.62, so we'll just leave that. Okay, this is now normal mode. Let's try now high mode. Reset, apply, and let's try this high mode. This is the mode I was using for 24/7, and I can say it is very stable. I was running it for several days without any problems. For this GPU, of course, when you have a rig of 6 or 8 GPUs, it is not necessary that all the GPUs will be able to handle these settings. Some of GPUs may go even higher, other GPUs lower. So you need to test every single GPU because settings will be slightly different. Okay, let me fast forward this and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so hash rate's now stabilized and we are getting 33.6 mega hash. This is great for stable overclocks. So this high mode 33.6 at power consumption of 150 for whole system. This is 125 watts, like I said in here. This is really good. This RX 588 gig is getting really good, and I can tell you guys, I like AMD cards. Now let's go into a beast mode. You see the overclocks, this is really fast. What I was saying, I like AMD cards because we are improving and improving. There is so much things to do. It gives you so much possibilities, so we are improving year after year. We are at 33, 34, 35 mega hash already. At the beginning we were at 30, so this is great. Okay, let me fast forward this and be right back. Okay guys, the hash rate stabilized, but something doesn't seem right because I was getting more before. Let me try to reset this GPU, apply overclocks again and start mining program again, and let me fast forward to the hash rates. Okay guys, this is just great. We are about 35 mega hash on this RX 580 GPU. Just a moment ago we were at 34, and I can see that this tuning choose now a 224 configuration, while before it was a 280 or something. So this is the different configuration, and this one of course is better because it's giving 35.12 mega hash. This is great. Power consumption 165, so this is roughly 140 for GPU. And I put all those numbers in here. There is one more thing to do and then we are done. I want to test PhoenixMiner, so I'm not testing only TeamRedMiner but also PhoenixMiner. Let's see. Okay, I'm not going to fast forward because PhoenixMiner is much faster. Oh, this is so great guys. 35 mega hash on RX 580. This GPU is 4 years old and it is still good. And by the way, in these times this GPU goes for a lot of money. Even used goes for 300 or more euros, which is crazy. I remember I bought mine for 300 euros 3 years ago, new. And now 3 years later you are able to sell it for the same money, and this is just crazy. Okay, this is crazy. We are at 35.6 mega hash, so PhoenixMiner gives even higher hash rate, 35.6. But also consumption is a little bit higher. It is 145 watts. Okay, that's it guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please hit that like button like I said and subscribe to my channel, and see you in my next videos. Cheers!